All right, welcome everyone to another exciting session of the Tales of Tellos, the Steam Age. I'm your humble Dungeon Master, DM Order, and I'm joined by these awesome individuals who are the heroes of the campaign, the Crimson Peacekeepers. All seven of them, we got Erlon back from last week, so we're happy to have him. And yeah, we are in the middle of an arc, not just any arc, a chance arc, and in the middle of the Nine Hells, specifically the realm of greed, and the group got here in a very interesting way. If you're curious and if you're brand new, welcome. Happy to have you. If you've been watching us for years, welcome again. We're happy to have you as we get closer and closer towards the end of our campaign. Right now, the group is level 19. We're in the middle of Chance's arc, and let's talk about how we got here. And if you're interested in watching any of our previous episodes, they are on our YouTube channel, Castles and Calamities. Also, keep an eye out because we are going to be getting ready on a few new projects for campaigns by DM Chaos, also known as Lancel Blacksands. We're seeing if that's going to be happening this next month or the following month for it. So keep an eye out for that. That'll start concurrent as we get closer and closer towards the end of this campaign. But let's talk about how we got here with everything. And yes, I saw Brian like pop up and everything, or Lance. Funny. Anyway, so the Chance's parents were killed, assassinated, and unfortunately, their souls have been claimed. Chance was able to then later on befriend a patron, her employer, who she would later discover is a dragon. Now, some of the party knows this, some of the party doesn't, but the point is that this is what pushed Chance forward, all to embark on this journey. And part of this journey was her decision to become an oracle. That to gain that oracular power, to be one of the three oracles that are needed in order to create a prophecy to save the Moonbreaker. Now, that prophecy has led her to the Nine Hells with the goal of saving her parents' souls. She met with the Archduke of Greed, the Lord of Avarice himself, Mammon, who represented himself in a very, or presented himself in a very, quote unquote, humble CEO kind of manner in order to get a deal with Chance, basically in exchange for parents' souls, in exchange for giving her an easy way to seal and bind the Fate Devil. She will, in essence, bind the devil and seal her into Minaris, where Mammon will be able to extract any souls and power that she possesses. Now, the deal has been struck. Chance and the rest of the group are taking a short rest inside of a magnificent mansion, a demiplane situated inside of Mammon's office, or one of his many offices, as he is not just a singular entity, but an archduke who is able to split his personas and be at multiple places simultaneously. Now, let's talk about what's going on. What's the mood for everyone before, like, with everyone rolling their d20s, and we'll see what happens next with this journey as Chance has the name of the fake devil that she's been chasing. So everyone roll a d20 for me, and let's see who goes first. So Azrael with a 2, Zanny with a 14, Alice with a 9, Chance with a 4. Erlon, what did you roll? And Lance, what did you roll? Lance, there's a 4. Rollies.
Rolled a 14, I think. Did it not show?
It did not.
Oh, shit.
It's fine. If you roll a 14.
Look at the settings.
So we have 2 14s and 2 4s. Okay. Chance, do you want to roll again? Because right now I see Lance with a 15. What did Chance roll again? 9. Okay, cool. So Lance
I rolled
goes
a 2.
4. And then you rolled a 2. Zanny, do you want to roll again? 14. Okay. So we're going to go first with Zanny, second with Erlon, third with Alice,
Great.
fourth with Lance, fifth with Chance, sixth with um Azrael. All right, let's get started with what's going on. So Zanny, as the hour uh comes to its final like minutes, is there anything you're doing before you are setting off with Chance to be transported to the first level of hell with Avernus?
Uh, we already, if I remember correctly, before we took this rest, we already took care of the aid spell because I'm at
Correct.
165 for my max currently.
And you also gave Chance the death ward.
Yes, Chance got that death ward. I don't think I'm doing any. I'm yeah, I'm not doing anything in particular. I think the big thing for Zany was just mostly she was magically spent. She was wasted after dropping a few spells.
Hmm, fair, magically wasted. All right, awesome, awesome. Um, what was the so I think because I see Alice you mentioned for that, yeah, Lance is posted 29 for a real HP. That includes also the
Hero's feast.
hero's feats. So
So we've
everyone
got all those
just make
benefits as
sure
well.
you get all the benefits. You are immune to poison and cannot be frightened. You have advantage on wisdom saving throws. Very important there. And yeah, your total with aid for everyone is 29 up for HP. Lance is the one that mentioned last time that he is over 200 HP. So Jason would be proud. All right. With that being said, let's go to Erlon. Erlon, right now your mind feels a little confuddled just from everything that's happened. Um, you know the group made a deal with the Fate Devil, or sorry, not the Fate Devil, with Mammon, the Lord of Greed, and right now you're in a demi plane as the group is getting ready to set off to find, hunt, and battle potentially the Fate
Maybe.
Devil. So, is there anything Erlon would be doing or anyone he wants to talk to?
Uh, probably trying to just I don't know. He's like taking a step back, just trying to regain like his knowledge of everything that's going on, but then also just I guess trying to formulate a plan once he kind of figures that like the things out. I think he's playing it slow right now, bracing
Okay.
himself for the battle that's to come, but also trying to kind of hear everybody's take on things.
Gotcha. Not a problem. Let's go to Alice. Alice, are you doing anything, thinking anything, or feeling anything as the hour ticks by and you guys are about to be heading or about to head out?
No, nothing specific, really. I
Okay.
mean, obviously, I hope to God we live. You know,
Yeah,
that's the main thing.
that is an important thing. Hopefully you all make it. Awesome. Lance. Lance, you had a conversation with Mammon secretly through a time stop. The group was suspicious as they smelled the infernal, and you didn't reveal all your cards with regards to it. You mentioned about the whole deceit thing. Is there anything Lance is thinking, doing, feeling as the hour draws to a close?
No, I think he's just hanging out,
Okay.
trying to think of about just to have a game plan for how to kill this god.
Awesome. All right. Let's go then to Chance. Is Chance doing, thinking, feeling anything as the hour draws close, where you know that Zanny is going to recover all of her spell slots and you'll be heading out to collect the god chains and travel to Avernus?
She is. I mean, she's thinking a lot. She's probably just been pacing and writing this whole hour. You know, trying to do a rest, but not. She's probably not very successful at it. We shouldn't get anything from it anyway. So, but she's very very keyed up, very nervous energy.
All right. Cool, cool. Well, let's then go to Azriel, the man who could see in sub-red.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see any sub-red pillows here, which kind of
Oh.
makes you like, oh, but because Chance doesn't
Well,
know.
she can't see him, so
Yeah. So, but is there anything you're thinking, feeling, doing as the hour draws to a close?
He probably has like mixed feelings about like how we are making deals with devils and everything. He's obviously an oath breaker, so he's not like full on paladin mode where he thinks this is just like heresy or something like that. But he knows that that has bad potential. But he's like, well, I got people on my team that really know what they're doing. And he probably also is just like he's just been pondering like after all this talk of like Earth, he's like a place he's never heard of. He's really just kind of pondering what it would be like. He has no frame of reference, so he's probably just like letting his imagination go wild.
Yeah, and that's really a fun thing to be thinking about, pondering as you do. Like, I don't know, would you do the thinker position?
Oh yeah, he
By
likes to
the-
pose. He likes to look all broody and
Yeah,
sophisticated, even though he's a dumbass.
yeah, he's still a very wise individual. So you are, and I will remind you, 10 is not a 10 is commoner, and wisdom
Yeah.
above 10 is smarter and wiser than the average commoner.
But he's got the intelligence of 9.
Yeah, that may be true. So dumber but wiser.
Yeah.
You make that work. All right. The hour ends. Chance, do you rally the group to be leaving as Zanny gains her spell slots?
All right. Do you guys want to stay here any longer? I don't want to go out there, but I also don't want to not go out there. So,
Yeah, no, I
I've
think
got
I'm,
no reason to stay any longer. So
I think I'm good. Yeah.
yeah.
right.
Oh, hang on. Is that a donut? Okay, now I'm good.
Would
I will.
you?
Sorry, quick reminder. Remember what Chance said. The way she designed it is there's pantries, and every pantry has like a dozen variations of what you want. So it's like that version of coffee or that version of donuts in the pantry. So you could find it.
Oh yeah. No, she went and grabbed a frosted sprinkle covered.
Nice.
Would you guys like before we leave a buff the one that I did before? Choose one of
Oh.
these things, which can include preparing an extra spell that you can cast once without spending a spell slot.
Oh.
Or any of the other things. Skill proficiency, extra save proficiency.
Oh, and it's
ability
a
slot.
spell of any level from your class, and it doesn't have to be on your spell list, or is that 2 separate things?
I think those are two. Well, they're two separate bullet items in this
Oh,
spell.
okay.
Prepare an extra spell, and the creature can cast it once without spending a spell slot. So it has to be a spell you can prepare. I guess when you're preparing, I guess it kind of depends on your class. Like,
Right. Yeah.
learn any spell from the class's spell list would be like if Lance wanted a spell that he doesn't already know.
Don't think there's any that I really would need to know. I don't know. I'll think about it.
Oh.
He's trying to give us any other advantages before we leave. Make sure we're fully.
What do we? I guess think. What would you think we're going to be up against?
Yeah. What do we think we're going to anticipate here?
I mean, truthfully, I'd like to talk to her, bargain with her as well. I don't know how well that's going to go across because ultimately we do have to capture her with the chains, and is it worth her effort to just give in, or is she going to put up a fight? Um,
And what's the duration of this?
it is 1 day, 24 hours.
6 days.
Okay. I might. Do we all like pick as many of like
We all
You
pick
all
one
options
pick
each.
can we-
one. You all pick one.
Yeah.
right?
But it
Are
doesn't
we,
have
like-
to be the same one.
Okay, so we can all pick like the save proficiency. It's not like, oh, someone already picked the save proficiency.
Yeah, no.
Okay. I'll
But also,
probably
if somebody picks save proficiency, you don't have to. You know.
right. I'll probably do +2 to charisma. Then we all get the buff.
Yeah, that's nice.
+6 instead of a +5.
I could.
Chance, is the spell prepared limited?
Not according to the text.
Just
So
from
I
your
can just say
classes
I'm
list.
preparing an extra 9th level spell.
I was about
and
to say like that's
Cast it
crazy.
once.
Yeah, you
That
get one
sounds like
freebie.
a DM. That seems like a DM question. Now, mind, I mean, I will say that this spell is a 6th level spell.
So wait, say the question again.
So the wording
line?
on this just says prepare an extra spell and the creature can cast it once without using a spell slot.
And you just confirm.
I know with my card thing at least, you said no wish and no I forget what the other one was.
2 skill proficiencies on their class. Prepare an extra spell, and the creature can cast it without spending a spell slot. Yeah, so you can prepare an extra spell. It can be any spell level that you can cast, absent wish, and I think the other one. I'm trying to remember what was the other one.
I can look it up.
But let's just say for now, I'm gonna have to go back and look at what I said specifically to Chance. But let's just for safety, let's just say no wish. That's the only one that you would not be able to also cast.
So I can take Meteor Storm
Yes,
and cast it for free.
correct.
You
Sweet.
already know wish, so actually you might as well pick something else.
You said
Right,
you
that's
said
why I'm like-
wish or gate.
Wish or
actually a
gate,
lot of-
thank you.
Which I know both and have both prepared. So
Yeah,
But
wish
yeah,
or gate. Those are the two that I prohibited for it.
Pick a weird one. Do like a Blade of Disaster or something. True polymorph.
is that a 9th level spell that's there's a 9th level spell that's just weird. It's called Weird.
Literally weird. Literally, that's the spell. Weird. 5e.
Oh yeah. Oh, Phantasmal. Well, what was once known as Phantasmal Killer.
Yeah.
Such a fun spell. Woefully underpowered compared to what it used to be, but it's still fun.
I was like, yeah, it's kind of weak for a 9th level spell, but I guess what are you gonna do? It used to be
Yeah.
save or die.
Yeah, it used to be 2 saves and then die.
Actually, I take it back. That's not that overpowered.
I'm gonna go ahead and for now, I'm gonna take charisma save proficiency. Because that rounds out all my mentals.
I'm gonna play dirty here, DM. I'm gonna take the spell and I'm gonna immediately touch Chance and cast Foresight on her.
Okay.
That's a good spell.
That is a good spell.
I appreciate that because I have it to cast on myself, but I was saving my ninth level spell slot for.
Yeah, I think that's the
Okay.
best, and I think you having it makes the most sense
Mhm.
because you're the one who can't die.
Yep. I like that.
So yeah, so you have that cast on you. It's good for 8 hours, and it's not a concentration spell. So
Not concentration.
And Chance, unless you'd want me to prep an extra mind blank.
I mean, unless we think we're gonna learn something else we want to hide,
Yeah.
I think we're okay.
Okay. Tim asks to himself, how long does this spell last? Okay. Not right now. Never mind. I was about to do freedom of movement in case, but that's only an hour.
Right. And okay. You good?
did we lose Gaston?
No, he's there. Oh. He's moving.
Wait, what's going on there? It froze for a second.
We weren't sure if we
Ah.
had you or not.
Yeah, we're not sure if we
Okay,
lost
it
you
just
or
cut
not.
off for a second. Was just quiet. I was like, wait, people stop talking. What's going on?
I think
So-
you
were
might have
still
lost
moving on
connection
the
for a
screen,
second.
but you weren't but you weren't talking, and we're like, that's weird.
Yeah, that's sorry. Yes. Oh my God, he's dead. Ah. All right. So officially, let's figure out what everyone's getting from the benefit of it because you had time to consider. So let's go alphabetical order. Alice, what is the benefit you're getting from this?
I'm getting proficiency in wisdom saving throws.
Proficiency in wisdom. Perfect. All right, Azrael, what are you getting?
+2 to charisma, so important to remember it'll be a +6 with my aura now.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome. Chance, what are you taking?
I'm taking an extra spell, and I'm gonna give myself glibness.
What was the spell?
Glibness.
Glibness. Okay,
Glibness is also an awesome fucking spell.
nice,
That
nice.
is so good.
Rowan, what are you taking?
Also, if you saw that roll, did not mean to do that. I'm gonna get proficiency in
Intelligence?
charisma. No, I was about to do intelligence with charisma, but I think I'll do charisma.
Charisma. Proficiency in charisma. Nice. All right. Let's go to Lance. I know that one. You said that you getting the spell of foresight, which you're casting on Chance.
Yeah.
Zanny, which one are you getting?
Charisma saving throw proficiency.
Proficiency in charisma. Nice. That
Completes
way
the
you
suite of
wanna stop
mentals.
getting banished. Stop getting
Yeah.
banished, Zanny.
Exactly. No. I'm tired of this. This is I'm staying on this plane. This is my plane now.
Yeah. All right. You all get the benefit, the abilities. Any final conversations before you guys head out?
Just a general.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zanny's just got her mouth full of donuts, just like, I don't like this place.
I mean, it's hell. I wouldn't expect that.
Yeah, I mean, well, okay. There, let me swallow. Hear me out, though. Mama was kind of hot.
Remind you, that's what the Lord of Greed looks like. He lifts Erlon. He definitely.
I don't see it.
But you don't see the
Man.
image?
No, I don't see how. I don't see the attraction.
Nah, she, yeah,
Okay,
you
gotcha.
don't. Yeah, no, I'm. You know what it is for
He's
me?
also not that strong looking.
It's
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 the
not that
jawline.
he's handsome. It's the competency. I like people who know what they're doing. And what can I say? Man knows what he's doing. Devil knows what he's doing.
Yeah, but I mean, he is just pure evil.
Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, he has 0 chances in hell. And luckily we're in hell. So
Would he have a chance outside of hell, Danny?
if he weren't a devil, maybe I could fix him.
You see how red Zanny's cheeks are? He has a chance right now.
I could fix him. I'm just all I could say. Well, if he weren't a devil, no, but you know, if you're human, I could fix him.
I could fix them. That's the famous last words of a lot of people.
Hey, look, I started feeling things again recently, and hormones are going right now. As I'm sorry.
Not
It'll
that
do it to you.
not that kind of feelings, but you know, if you want to fix the devil, you just have a conversation with Quibble. I feel like there's a chance there.
I
I
mean,
have been wanting to redeem some fiends. I wanted to do that back in the underworld, but we were pretty fucking occupied.
She's definitely saying this like as he's out of the like he's inside the cabinet and she's like whispering this or saying it mentally, you know, like
All right. And you guys are leaving?
I guess so.
All right. Let me.
Arlon, you over here bringing that up?
I kind of was because I didn't know if you guys brought it up at all before. That was like side notes. But no, it's okay.
That has, no, that just for the record, that topic has not been broached while the player was gone.
Oh, oogie.
I just told you what happened.
You just
Lance
saw-
is with child.
Look, I figured some things out. Okay, I scienced the shit out of this.
Lance, you're going to make a wonderful mother. No, you're not. Never mind.
Yay,
That's a
Mazel
lie.
tov.
Lance has like 36 adopted children right now.
And you don't treat any of them well.
Yeah,
I
we haven't
sent
met
them
any
all
of them.
to school to become wizards.
Mm,
He
I-
literally pays thousands of gold a month to have these kids trained and study and educated.
Yeah, but that's
not
literally the
minions.
plot of so many stories where it's like rich, distant father that just sends them to school and never
you're
loves them.
making them little minions.
That's the
They
story of
were
my
slave
grandfather,
children
Lance.
I bought in the Fire Dominion.
So
Oh,
you're no
yeah.
better than the dad from Umbrella Academy.
Correct. I'm trying to make my own army of minions.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Told you.
And Shay dad.
And the only reason they're actually going to school is because Chance made him.
No, it's because we're travel too much and I don't have time to teach them myself. They can learn the foundations somewhere else.
Well,
It's called hiring out the basic tasks.
there's also that thing of what you called teaching. Sometimes I would walk by and call torture.
Well, I figure by the time the tower's done, they'll be close to graduating. When they graduate, they can come do their like internship at my tower, and then I don't have to go find a bunch of people to intern a tower. I just have like 30 of them.
Yeah, good. Then hopefully by that time they're competent enough you don't have to waterboard them.
That was one time, and he asked for it.
You know what? I won't shame it. I won't shame it. Fine, whatever.
I mean, he didn't ask for it, but he was mouthing off.
Oh, well, that's different than actually asking for it. I swear, just 16.
And I mean, waterboarding isn't that bad.
Drowning a little bit at a time.
I'm gonna make a note of that. You're gonna have a real fun wake up call in the next couple of weeks.
I mean, I'm pretty sure. Okay, this place is not doing any good at. This could be your future if you don't change your ways. She looks outside at the gilded palace like.
Could be. I'm pretty sure he's
Oh,
gunning for
darn, that
Mammon's
sounds
job.
so terrible.
Yeah, see? Told you. This man over here gunning for his job. I'm telling you.
Just remember, if you kill a devil, an archdevil, someone has to take their place.
You all emerge out, as you say that, emerge out and then into his office. And I'll say right now it has a image of Telos outside that it's looking at. Mammon smiles as you return. Welcome back. I assume you all are ready to depart now?
So.
I think we're good
Born
to go.
ready.
Great. Outside the door, you'll find the gold chains, the golden god chains, waiting for you. Any final conversation or questions for Mammon before you guys head out?
No.
9 days, and just as a general, research note or whatever, like we have coordinates. Coordinates need to be based on something. Like on Earth, we know what coordinates are based off of. So just checking what the like baseline of hell is, like.
I see what you're saying. Give the coordinates to your grandmother and she'll be able to find it. Chance, did you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, just checking. As I say, that's not me. I'm still here.
All right then.
Good. I hope to see you soon with the great success.
Right.
One by one, you all leave, and outside you see your grandmother, Chance, and she is holding almost like a briefcase. And when she just say she's holding a briefcase for you. She presents it to you. Inside are the god chains. If you keep them in here, she won't be able to sense them until you open the briefcase.
All right. Yeah, it's smaller than I thought it would have been.
They will enlarge.
Then?
And
Any
at the
other-
time, you will also know the words to say, the incantation to bind her.
All right. All right. Any other words of wisdom?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Any other words of wisdom?
Be careful. Be careful of the faked devil and her words.
Was planning on that.
So standard procedure.
Good. If you're ready, give me the coordinates and I will plane shift you all to Avernus.
All right.
You give her the coordinates, and she takes you away from the pristine, the gold, the opulence of the fifth realm, the city of Minaris, the realm of greed, and plane shifts all of you. I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw, please, with advantage due to the hero's feast, and you all have a +6 due to Azrael's aura.
I rolled a nat 20.
Nice.
Yeah.
+6 plus. What's the aura? Oh, I'm sorry, +8 plus the aura.
So 8 plus 6, 14 plus 20, so 34. You're good.
I
You're
rolled a
good.
nat 20 also.
Nice.
I think.
Oh my
I don't
god,
know.
we're
Wait,
so
I
hold
hear
on.
it.
together.
Hold on. I don't know if it did.
I hear one.
And I said wisdom save, Erlon, not intelligence save.
It was on wisdom. I swear to God. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
You're just clicking all
That's
random
fine.
ones.
I clicked on wisdom.
You really, really want intelligence. Like you
I
keep...
don't know why it keeps on doing that with intelligence. I swear to God.
All right, let's go down the list. Alice, you said you got the nat 20. Azrael, what did you roll? 29? Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
Chance, you got 25, 20 plus aura, 31. Yeah, you're fine. Erlon, nat 20. Lance, what did you roll, Lance? 25. Plus 6, 31. You're fine. And then Zanny, you rolled a 22 plus 6. Yeah,
Yeah, I got 28 total.
All right. From the opulence of the golden realm of hell, of Minaris, of greed, you all feel yourself ascending as you are plane shifted upward several layers and circles of hell. You arrive in what traditionally feels like a normal hellscape. Outward, you see rivers of blood, rivers of lava, fire and brimstone raining from the sky, and massive chains floating upward, attached to who knows what, whether it is cities, countries, people, families, all sorts of chains hang from the sky. And occasionally you see one either more often than not being pulled down, and suddenly some poor unfortunate soul or souls, families, cities even in the far distant get dragged into hell, being sold and their denizens damned for eternity. You see pit fiends flying in the sky, commanding armies of hell to battle, along with floating obelisks and war machines. You all remember the war machine that was sucking and siphoning souls from the underworld. You see fleets of them, at least 12 per fleet, moving in different directions, blasting demons that dare try to step forward into the first realm of hell. This area feels damned. It feels and embodies the first layer where every lemure is summoned here and forgets their memories in the rivers. What is everyone's reaction? Starting with Zanny as you appear in this realm.
Yeah, okay, yeah, there's hell.
Perfect reaction. Lance.
Yes, this is more like it. This
All
is
right.
what I was expecting. Also, is there a chain nearby? Lance, like, sticks his hand out like he's gonna grab it and pull on it, and then decides not to.
Yeah. Erlon, what's your reaction?
He's looking at everybody, just kind of stunned. Like, this is what we're in for. This is gonna be fun. Finally, we're getting some action. It's been a bit.
Yeah,
Yep.
this is the real hell.
Chance, what's your immediate reaction?
I mean, it does kind of make you wonder, like, all the writings are about this. Like, did anybody ever go deeper? Like, or were they just like, okay, hell, check that off the list, write about it, write about the pools of lava, et cetera, et cetera, you know?
Yeah.
Get
Anyone
me to
can comment to
question
that?
Dante.
Yep.
I don't.
Let's go. Oh, go ahead,
It-
Zanny.
They don't. Explorers really need to be more thorough.
Yeah, like I'm saying, like what they write is not untrue, but like
Yeah,
it's
but
cliche because it's just this part. Like they come in, they said, it's like
but
when you
there's
go
several more exactly.
yeah. It's like when you go to see like any sort of tourist attraction and you like just go and you take the picture. It's the same picture that's on the postcard. Just there's more. There's usually more to it. See that?
Yeah, it's like no one sends the city of gold on the hell postcard.
Yep. Azrael, you could actually see sub red here, and it's fun. You can actually see the different colors, and it paints it even more vividly. This house. So,
Yeah.
but any reaction from you?
He's like, well, see, at least this is the honest version of it. That whole fucking gold city is a crock of shit. That's what I hate about it.
That is,
And I mean, I'm not like thrilled about being here, but I mean, you know me. I love this aesthetic.
they do import fire from the Fire Dominion. You know that. Hell does import a special fire. All right. And Alice, you aspirated. Any reaction?
I almost died. Yeah. Every bit of Alice that was like, wow, going to hell sounds like a terrible time has been vindicated. She's like, I almost miss the suicide forest at this point.
Oh, oh, that's not bad. That's bad. No one should miss the suicide forest.
Well,
Oh,
this
God.
feels like a linear move from that.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
don't
Lance,
know.
don't.
This one,
Why must we always be in the worst places? Why can't we go fight a god or something on a happy cloud?
because
It
those
would
aren't
be
the
nice.
places that need heroes.
Yeah,
That's just how it goes.
that's what happens when you are
And
one.
I mean, yes, this place is going to be fucking terrible. I'll probably just say that right off the bat, but it can't be worse than the underworld, right? It's at least adjacent. It's
My
just as
hair
fucking.
is
No, it's
getting
just the
so
same.
frizzy from all this just heat.
Oh,
I heard
hadn't
there's a
thought of
cold
that.
layer. Might go there.
I feel like that's worse.
Lance, don't tug on that.
Yeah,
Those
it's
chains
lower
pull
down.
back.
You mean we can
Wondered
pull
you
on
could
one of
just
these
cut
and
'em.
go home?
No.
Cut him and save somebody.
No, Lance, it's hell.
Probably not.
Up is down. And Zany just points at the sky. That's the next layer.
I thought that was pulling from. You're just watching people in cities and stuff get pulled down from other upper planes.
Yeah.
You all listen to everything that I say. Sooner or later, I just gotta start making shit up, you know?
Right. The or Talia gestures to you, Chance, and you see that there's a little valley that descent that you guys can descend to that does have some lava but looks more stable. You all start walking down those steps. And just for fun, everyone roll me a dexterity check just to see if you don't tumble down this slightly steep decline. Lance, Jesus, yeah, you just slide power style the nat 20.
What are we rolling?
Dexterity check.
Okay.
And Chance face palms. Or sorry, face just slams into the ground.
Intelligence check.
No, it's intelligent.
I know.
At least you rolled the right one this time.
I did.
I forgot I have a dice tower. Hold on, give me 2 seconds.
You have a dice tower. Go get it.
It's,
So
it's right
is it-
here.
So, Chance, do
I
you
said not
do
re-rolling.
anything?
Yeah,
What did you do?
I re-rolled.
Oh, with using luck?
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't
Rolled a
face
second 20.
another nat 20. So Alice and Lance are just sliding like superheroes down, like earthbenders sliding on an incline. No problem. Lance or Chance almost tumbles, but then uses her luck and rights herself and very uneasily, but still able, just like so almost like Azrael level, starts to go down.
The inaugural roll of the tower. That's good.
Yeah,
That's 2 in a row.
Been
and
blessed.
That is no. Did you roll a nat 20 on the
Wisdom
wisdom
save. Yeah.
Okay, then that is 2 in a row. So you are charged. You can give a point of wisdom or dexterity. When you're done rolling, you actually look and your hands are crackling with ruby energy.
We gave up intelligence, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
So you
Would
can
who needs some dexterity?
I don't.
I'm asking from a meta point of view, or is wisdom more important?
yeah, meta wise, you guys can discuss right now. Go ahead.
What's the point increase?
1.
1.
Yeah, useless for me. Mine are both at 16. Praise is 16.
Praise the 16.
Nice, 16.
Mine are both at 16.
I'm at evens. Either way.
Yeah,
Everybody's
Chance
at
is
evens?
also
I'm at
evens.
even. Yeah.
Everyone's at even, so it'll help get closer. But
You know who's not at evens?
you.
Me. I'm at 13.
Oh, come on, let her have this one.
Can I give myself self-love? Okay,
Self-love.
I honestly think the tower might be broken because I've dropped the dice through it 3 more times and it was 2 more 20s and a 15.
Why don't waste your natural 20s?
I didn't mean to. I was just
You
having
fool.
fun. I was
You
having
fool.
fun. Well,
The rule
Oh, yeah,
is
so we're all at
who's-
evens.
it's
Dare you,
yourself.
you fool.
who's the closest to 20 then?
So
It's gonna
Chance is
be-
12, 16.
Okay.
It's gonna be one of the Bash brothers if you're talking about closest to 20. I think they both are rocking 16s on both. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're both on 16s.
and then
Okay,
Chance and I are
I'm
rocking
gonna-
like less than that either way. Well, Chance has got 16 whiz, but I got less than that either way.
Bash
think
Brothers
Ruger's
is a
got
pretty
anything.
cool one.
I do like the Bash Brothers. I was gonna say
What were you saying before that?
Playing and
I-
bang?
I think that you haven't got you haven't gotten anything recently, so
Oh,
give it to you if anything.
true.
Okay. Then Alice is gonna come over, look at her hands that are red, look from Erlon to Azrael because she's inclined to give it to Erlon because it's red. But
I appreciate it.
either one of you is going to get this. Do you want to like
You can rock,
play a
paper,
quick
scissors
game
for it. I don't
Yeah.
give a shit. Yeah.
Yeah. You guys can actually
Oh.
do rock, paper, scissors
Totally
right
was gonna
now,
wrestle
or you
for
can
it.
just roll a d20, both of you.
Although
and see-
take your time with it. That's like so many fucking deep fucking colors of red. You guys can't see it, but it looks so good.
I can't handle more than the red we have, darling.
There's so much more to it. You don't even get it.
I don't want to. I'm gonna need
Anyway.
some rollies in the chat.
Yeah, roll
D20.
Azrael, Erlon, roll a d20. Let's see who beats who in rock, paper, scissors. So 18 for
Oh.
Azrael,
Oh, that's a big one. He deserves it after that.
Ooh, shit! There you go,
Oh,
Erlon. Damn. This is such
What'd
a
you
nat
roll?
20 session. Holy shit!
Was I
You got
really?
another nat 20. Yeah, it was on my
Okay.
screen. I was like, oh my god.
All right. Well,
Big Red. Jeez. You guys
Alice-
are
Fucking
fucking
nat
all
20s
your
today.
natural 20s. I love it.
Alice is gonna take Erlon by his face and just lean in like she's about to kiss him. And then she's just gonna pat him on the cheek a few times, and you get dexterity. Congratulations. And then she'll kiss him on the forehead.
Oh, thanks.
I know we're not planning for it, but like survey says, I'm gonna get a nat 20 on a smite at some point. I'm feeling it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Nice.
Right?
it's the rite of passage for every paladin.
You notice Talia is not following you as you guys descend down. What's the marching order as you guys move forward? Chance, are you up ahead and everyone else is like right behind you, or is there any other pattern you guys want?
And Chance is taking the lead.
I'm in
I
the
feel
middle
like-
somewhere.
I kind of feel
Okay,
like
I'll go
follow her
second.
up with the muscle.
I'll stay in the middle just to keep everyone in the aura the best, I guess.
Cool. All right.
I'll hang out in the
I'll stay in
back
the
and
back
keep
so if
watch.
they blow up, I don't get hit.
Yeah.
What's
and
that
I'll-
again, Lance?
I said I'm in the back, so if we get hit with a fireball or something, I'm out of the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm back there with
then Zanny-
Lance watching our back.
Okay, so you guys are far in the back
Yeah.
because you want to be out of fireball range. Okay.
Reverse scouting.
Reverse scouting. Cool. You continue forward, and it doesn't take a while, but you see there's a little for you, Chance. You see there seems to be an odd looking rock. Just completely out of place. Something about this rock does not seem like it's from hell. It's more it's limestone and it's gray from ash as opposed to the hellstone, the black brimstone and ash and volcanic area around. And that's what draws your attention. You approach it, and suddenly, in front of you, you see Alani has appeared. Just appears to have just walked through between realms and has now appeared here. What is your immediate reaction, Chance?
Hello.
Great. Pause that there. Anybody else's immediate reaction when they see this individual who they've heard of? This is a former goddess turned devil. So, is there? I'll just go very quickly. Zanny, any reaction?
Since it's from distance, like I don't immediately go to draw or anything. I just, as soon as I see her, every muscle tenses up, and I just
Great.
slap Lance in case he doesn't see it.
Yeah, and then he immediately goes, "Sup, Lance? What is that? What you do, or what's your reaction?"
He probably thinks that in his head, but he doesn't say it out loud.
Gotcha. Are you having yours, Nima, or any of the skeletons out immediately?
I have Nima out.
Okay, great. Erlon, what is your immediate reaction?
Looking at everybody and like saying like this is she's bad. Yeah, she's bad. Question
Yeah.
mark. Okay. All right. He immediately starts arming himself.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Pulls out his axe. Great. Azrael. What is Azrael's reaction?
I guess I keep expecting different when I picture archdevils, but I should probably stop doing that. Probably.
Fair. And Alice, any reaction?
I'm also going to just like have a hand on my swords, but I'm not going to outright draw them. You know, we're not an animal.
Yep. Erlon's the animal. He draws his axe.
Of course he is. We knew that.
Mine was already drawn. I just walk around with that shit.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Alani looks at you, Chance, and glances at the others and then back at you. And I will ask, do you have the briefcase, Chance, or did you give the briefcase to someone else?
I feel like, I mean, we didn't say anything, but I do feel like she would have passed it off,
To who?
maybe to Erlon.
Okay. So Erlon has his axe and a briefcase.
I feel like she'd be like, yeah, then you have to hold this, and you're less likely to just sort of immediately do something.
So Erlon has an axe in one hand and a briefcase in the other. Okay. And yes, Zanny, you do recognize her as well. And when she's scanning the area, she does see you, and you do see that there's recognition in her with you, even in your new age, how you've de-aged. But right now, at the moment, she focuses on Chance. Well, welcome to hell, and welcome. Well, it seems time and fate have brought us here to this moment. You have grown and changed since last we met.
Something like that. Say it's less time and faith that's brought us together, and more the fact that I've been looking for you, and I think you know that.
Yes, but you would not have been ready until this moment. Your power, you're on the cusp of becoming an oracle now. How does it feel to be able to see into the past and the future and be able to be so close to being able to affect the fates and destinies of others?
Fine.
Do you anticipate it? Do you yearn for it? Or is this just one other spell in your repertoire to save the Moonbreaker?
Neither. This is
What is it?
my choice.
But why? What is the motivation for this choice?
Why does it matter?
Because intent matters. And there's more than one way to get what you want.
All right.
You've come here. Why have you come here, though? I know it's part of your oracular prophecy. Is it to reclaim your parents? Or is it something else?
Both.
Well, what is-
You seemed to want me here. You took my parents. What the fuck did you think I was going to do?
I didn't take your parents. Who told you
They
I took your parents?
they didn't just wander off. Pretty sure it
No.
wasn't a hellfire suicide.
I worry that you are under a lot of misinformation, Chance, and I'm trying to find out what has been told to you, what you've discovered. For there are many versions of you that have the potential to have come here. What have you been told?
My parents were murdered with a hellfire weapon. You have them.
Both are true.
Why do you have them? If it wasn't to bring me here, if you didn't do it,
I didn't kill them.
well, no, I didn't think you personally went up there with the sword. I do think that you were responsible, whether it was your hand or not.
No, I just saw an opportunity. I'm going to change map for a moment. Does everyone see the new map?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Gotta make sure. Last time we changed maps back in campaign 1, I will never forget. All right. And yeah, let me give you an aura, Azrael. So that it's 15 feet, right?
10.
10? Okay.
Still just 10, yeah.
Almost. You're one level, I think, away from having like a 30-foot aura.
No, everything else is in sorcerer.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
More
Gotcha.
sorcerer than paladin actually now.
That actually, yeah, that makes sense. So, okay. Always will be a 10 aura. So, never mind. All right. Latu gestures, and a pentagram forms on the ground and raises up an individual. He seems to be on the western part of Eremer, wearing red and black robes, and seems to be almost in a trance. This is the murderer. This is the man who killed your parents. But it was not his design to kill them, nor was it mine. Someone else hired his blade, hired his hand with promises of power, of desires and wishes. She taps his chin a little bit. You're being played, Chance. Played to hate me when I come with your parents to give them to you if you wish to bargain.
One, I don't hate you. I don't care. Two, if you were going to give them to me, you have had 3 years. You missed your window. Whatever you wanted from me, you missed the window.
Would you have preferred that someone else had your parents' souls and then you had to bargain with them?
That's not the situation. The situation is that you have them and you have kept them. And you're not being forthright right now. You want to tell me what's going on? Then fucking tell me. Not half a sentence at a time and then drawing it out. If you want to tell me who did this, who I should be angry at, tell me. Tell me your story.
And if I tell you the truth, what comes of it? What do I have that can stay your hand and let you bargain with me? Because at the end of the day, I need you, oracles, and I need to bargain.
For what? Give me the details and I will tell you if I'm willing to. But I will say, at present, you have stolen from me. You have something that belongs to me. You cannot bargain with me with my own currency. You can give me my parents, and then we will start from a baseline, and then you can bargain with me for what you want.
Your parents are not yours. They are souls of the hells, and I have claimed them. That is not your right. Like, I've still, if anything, I have taken them from Mammon or another archduke who had designs on you. If anything, you should be grateful to me from sparing you from having to bargain with one of them.
Right.
Now, I am willing to bargain with you fairly, far more favorably than any of them. But I cannot see what you have done. I cannot see the path that you have walked to bring you here. And so, if I am to bargain with you, I need something in the back that will stay your hand and your friends from attacking me.
If we were going to attack you, we would have already attacked you. I'm here to listen to you, but you need to say something.
Roll a persuasion check. And you have the glibness, so do with that whatever. I forget, glibness gives you advantage or it gives you an additional modifier.
It
You
gives
can never roll
you-
below a 15 on die.
Yeah. If I roll less,
Yeah.
15,
if I
yeah.
roll, yeah.
Yeah, if you roll less than a
So-
15, you got a 15, and nothing, not even wish, can determine whether or not you are lying.
Yep, great. So that's basically like reliable talent. So 15 plus 19. Yep. So that's 34. Dang.
Minimum 34.
Yeah,
Fuck.
minimum 34,
Oh,
maximum
shit.
39, plus Manny for the shenanigans.
Yeah.
Okay.
So minimum 35, really.
Yeah, minimum 35, maximum 43. All right. I'll give this to you, this bit of knowledge. The Lord of Greed, the Lord of Avarice wants to have oracles under his control so that he can use you, your sister, your half sister, and everyone else that he deems able as part of his investment, so that he can grow his numbers. Whether it is knowing the fortunes of other people, whether it is knowing how to create prophecies, or as simple as knowing the lottery numbers to give to people. He wants your powers. And so he has been growing and allowing you to suffer and grow. Other archdevils, particularly one you have met, I believe, before, the Lord of Envy himself, the Lord of Flies, set to this murderer to claim your parents' souls, to catch you and bargain with you early on. And I snatched them right as they were descending into hell. I saved them from being claimed by the Lord of Greed or the Lord of Envy in a battle that they would have had 3 years ago. Now, do you understand what I say when I am not the murderer of your parents? Just a simple opportunist who saw where they were going to go. You have no claim on their souls. If anyone does, those archdukes do. But I have taken them so I can give them to you.
But you didn't.
Of course not. Do you think if I gave you your parents' souls 3 years ago, you would have been ready for that? Look at what you have accomplished in 3 years. Look at what you've accomplished in 1 year since you've journeyed with your allies and become a Crimson Peacekeeper. You now have the power to resist the Lord of Avarice. You now are close to level 20, the limits of mortality. Do you think you could stand against avarice, this murderer, and everyone else 3 years ago? No. I have kept them in trust.
You could have, you know, you could have shared some of that information.
And reveal to the Lord of Avarice and everyone else my plans.
You still haven't revealed your plans, bitch.
Caution, Chance. Will tolerate that one insult, but not another. I want your power. Whether it is all of it or some of it, I need an oracle. I need to find a way to ascend once more. You know I was a goddess once, and I can become a goddess again. But I need worshippers. I need devotees beyond a mad cultist or two. With your power, I can reconstitute myself and return to being a goddess, not this devil doomed to wander the hells and the different realms because my world has no longer has a place for me. That is what I want. That is my intention. You are an oracle. I need an oracle for me to ascend. Is that enough preliminary information for you?
Better. You know that can't happen here on Telos. You have to find another planet. I don't. Is this hell still on Telos? Are we? I know it connects to other lands.
Yes. This, you are close to Telos in this part of infinity. I would like it to be either that you help me sneak into your world and help grow my religion so that I can be worshipped concurrent with the 16. Seed me in Telos. Or come with me to another world and help me become a goddess of that world.
So why'd your old world kick you out? What did you do?
Is Lance yelling that, or is he getting closer?
It's only like 50 feet. He can say it in a normal voice and she can hear him.
Can
She's
you?
got goddess ears.
Wait, okay. I'm not. Take a step back. Can you say something at 50 feet? Or, well, yeah, you did say that she has goddess ears.
I mean, it depends on how loud it is here. This is lava-y.
There is lava. There's fire, brimstone, explosions. Lance, roll a d20. If it's 11 or higher, she's gonna hear you and she'll talk and answer. If it's 10 below, you need to shout it. Yeah, it's a 3. You need to shout it. So do you shout it?
No. Lance just says it and she ignores him and
She
so
does.
he's
She doesn't
just-
hear it because she's focused on Chance right now. But you're
he
hearing
assumes
it
she's
very
ignoring
easily.
him.
Yeah.
He assumes she's ignoring him and now he's pouting.
Yeah, and by the way, everyone can hear it perfectly because also you guys have the mental connection. So you guys are hearing it very well. But yeah.
Sorry,
So,
what was that, Lance?
I asked her why she got kicked out of her old world. What did she do to piss them off that they stopped worshiping her?
Fair question.
I don't think she can hear me. Can you ask her? Since she seems to like talking to you.
Why can't you go back home?
Earth has another strange divine gate. Once you're out, you're out. But more importantly, I lost my followers when the Mesopotamian pantheon faded out of Earth and got overtaken by monotheistic religions, the Roman and Greek pantheon, and the Egyptian pantheon. You have no understanding about what those names are, but multiple pantheons, as is common in worlds that have multiple pantheons, ousted mine. I survived. I barely was able to survive as others fell.
I can understand that bit, and we understand about pantheons. It does seem to me, though, that it would be easier for you to get a foothold in a place where you had a foothold. Yes, you lost it, but you give stuff time, and people become interested in mythology. They become interested in the past. They're more likely to find you interesting and perhaps worthy of
Did you drop your
looking
binky?
into.
Perhaps. But if I was to try to invest my power there, I would very likely lose myself. I need followers. I need believers, not just researchers. And with the current religious schemes or current religions on that world, my power would evaporate. I'm only able to stay in this form because originally I was a goddess of the underworld. I was a little bit fiendish back then, even though I was a peaceful goddess. When I escaped Earth, I had to fully transition to devil in order to maintain my form. And for thousands of years, I have tried other worlds and other ways to reconstitute myself as a goddess, and it does not work. I am originally a fate goddess, goddess of endings, of destinies. I need an oracle by my side to promote me and help me ascend with followers.
And why do you think that I would be right for this?
Because you are not dogmatic. And she kind of like takes a step, not back, but a little bit to the side. You have a fascination with other worlds. You love astronomy. You crave knowledge. You can leave Telos and journey the stars. Find a new world, learn about it, research it, and be unshackled, unbound by the 16. You could have that. Part of you, would be okay with it. Because the 16's rules are stifling for you. So I think you would be interested in that if you were to settle a new world with me. If not, you can help me infiltrate Telos, whether it is using and leveraging your status as a hero, just like how that Empress Furia brought back 10 or 12 gods and goddesses of the Seldar. You could leverage one more god on Telos. You're persuasive enough and more of a free thinker enough than others. I had my eyes at moment for Zanishara, but as things progressed, the odds of her working with me decreased more and more. and I had nothing to leverage with her. So it's either you or they.
And what would you leverage for Eve?
To make things right, the souls of your parents. She has a soft heart under a hard shell. If not, I would have to try to find something to bargain with her over the next decade. But you are a hero. You have more gravity when it comes to dealings with the 16.
Well,
Let pause for a second. Stanley, what do you mean Starbucks? I want to understand the joke. What do you mean?
I'm being a meme. Oh, so you're having? Are you saying that your current faith budget doesn't meet your current lifestyle? Maybe you should consider just having less Starbucks. You should budget your faith
the
better.
corporate boomer.
Yeah.
phrase.
Have you
Yeah,
considered
stop having
downgrading your lifestyle to
avocado
mortal?
Yeah, that's the ambrosia toast. Okay, I get it. I get it. I was focused on chance, and then I look. I'm like, wait, what?
Just all of her woe is me. Oh, I don't have any followers anymore. Have you just tried being a mortal? God, you fucking gods piss me off.
I mean, that was kind of what Chance was trying. She's like, okay, like you wouldn't have a like active religion, but I'm thinking of our current thing where you've got like people who have their personal goddess of Hecate or whatever. Like it wouldn't be like a large following, enough to like keep you immortal, doing little you know uh things for the followers that she did have.
You're not sure because you don't know also what's going on with like if there are other pantheons that would try to kill her as well. So
She didn't mention that as a problem.
mhm. Overcrowded worlds. She even tried to you. I will just mention she did say that she tried to resettle a new world, but failed because there's other gods there and does not have a fate, an oracle to help her.
I'm also DM. I'm in the back listening to the conversation, and I'm trying. I know this is literally a goddess of fate. I'm still trying to insight check to not so much
Okay.
catch the lie, but catch the things that she's not saying.
Roll me an insight check.
Come on, baby, light my fire. Oh, you should have stayed on that 17. That's only a 20.
Okay, I'm gonna send you a quick message.
I mean, I don't think there's any part of. I don't think there's a part of me that thinks she's lying, not outright. Just like there's a lot of omissions of fact.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
She definitely feels like she's trying to come off as much more sympathetic than she probably ever was.
Yeah. Well, especially given like how her like domains were actually pretty good, all things considered. She
Yeah.
went the devil route. I'm like, it seems like career suicide.
I mean,
And
that was going to be my next question.
Unless you have something else planned,
Is
doesn't really help your credit.
there's something that is catching with me, Chance. Why does she very specifically need oracles? She can amass a lot of magical power from a lot of different places. She specifically needs oracle power.
yeah, I'm trying to. That's my. Those are my next questions.
I'll let you do one more question, then we're gonna take a break. So, go ahead, Chance.
All right. Even if, mm, even if I was on board with settling you someplace new, I don't think that the 16 would be on board with me settling you here. But let's say that I believed in you and wanted to settle you somewhere else. I would need to actually believe in you. And well, I don't know what kind of goddess you were in the previous your previous life, as it were. Um, are you too far? You are evil now. Just like how much of this place has sunken into you. I'm not. I can't do an evil goddess. All right. Like
Do you,
what are you trying to be?
I want to be what I once was, a goddess that was representative of a lot of different things, but I would prefer to be good again. I am almost over 5,000 years old. When I left Earth 5 millennia ago, I didn't immediately try to just become a devil. I tried to resettle. I tried multiple times, and each and every time I barely was able to escape as other powers tried to overtake me, dominate me, control me, or absorb me. There are too many worlds where if I am not strong enough or if I don't have followers enough, I will be consumed and I will just fade as only a myth. I was once a goddess of prosperity, of life, of defense. I used to greet people in the underworld and help guide them to other realms, not the underworld itself, but other afterlives, much like you're a goddess of grace. But time has eroded many of my domains, and this is what I had to become in order to survive. Just as you wouldn't fault a beggar for having to resort to steal bread because he cannot find food, cannot find work, or any other means to get an honest job and to get money to buy bread, he has to resort to violence. So, yes, I'll take responsibility that I've done terrible things, but it's all been for me to try to survive. And I have an opportunity not to just survive anymore in this hellish state, but to actually become a goddess again, to become good again. Would you deny that chance?
Not if I believe, but a person stealing bread because they are hungry does not fundamentally change their alignment from good to evil. You have reached a point where those choices that you make are no longer based on good. How are you planning to get there? How are you planning to be good?
By being a good goddess. Believe me, there are gods that with how many horrendous things they've done, and yet they are seen as benevolent because they promote good. If you knew about the Olympian gods and their leader, she says a name that none of you hear. He has raped many people, even in different animal forms. And yet he's seen as a god of justice and seen with so much pomp. He's done terrible things, and yet he gets to rule Olympus. He's seen as good. I do horrible things just to survive. And I want to be good. I want to be having some power so I can do good for my followers, be worshipped, be loved, and not fade. And yes, I've done terrible things, but I am not proud of them like some other gods who laugh at what they've done and just say, yeah, it was just a mistake, or oh, I was just horny that one time. We're going to take a break there. So we'll take a 10-minute break, and when we come back, we'll see what you're going to do, Chance, because you are technically obligated to seal her away. What bargain can you strike with her, if any? So, see you all in 10 minutes.
Do you enjoy watching the adventures of the Crimson Peacekeepers? Would you like to play with some of us in a new game? Castles and Calamities is about to launch a new campaign run by DM Chaos, or Lance, as you may know him from Tales of Tellos, and we're looking for adventurers. Acronymic Adventures presents Cards. Can anything replace divine supervision? It's set in the world of Heptagonia. If you've been with our channel for a while, you may remember the world from DM Chaos's previous campaign, Guild, where the plucky heroes battled to save a world on the brink of destruction. A few hundred years have passed since then. What happens when a world becomes too prepared for a calamity? The idea that if everyone is strong, then no one needs to live in fear of the dark and the unknown sounds great. But what happens when it becomes a reality? You will be starting in a world where this has happened because of a series of events that almost led to the destruction of the world. Those in charge afterwards took what they felt were the necessary precautions to try and establish peace and make the world safer. The world now sits at a pivot point, and the future of this reality hangs in the balance. The world needs you. Your character received a letter inviting them as one of the most elite in a world of excellence to a special summit to discuss a pending disaster that is facing Heptagonia. It simply says, "You have been chosen as the best of the best to help resolve the biggest calamity to ever face Heptagonia. Meet at the shuffle deck on the outskirts of Elim Alora at sunset on the night of the triple full moon." This is not a request. Signed, The Dealer. Players will start out as already epic heroes at level 17, so you get to skip straight to the good stuff. Games are planned for every other Friday starting at 9 p.m. Pacific or midnight Eastern Time. The games will be starting as soon as we've recruited a full party. If you're interested in playing, please reach out to us here on Twitch, Facebook, Discord, or email. Play your cards right, and you could save Heptagonia. Do you answer the call?
All right, welcome back, folks. We're back from our break. We took a short break and we're ready. We're in it. As if you missed the last or the first half of the show, Chance is having a discussion with Alani, the Fate Devil, also a former goddess of Mesopotamia. So, right now, Chance is debating, discussing things with her, and seeing whether or not she wants to even bargain with Alani, or if she's worth it or not, or if this is going to devolve into a fight. So, Chance, what is your next question or comment you want to say to Alani?
Right. And I still don't exactly understand why you need an oracle. Like, like, are you hoping that I would speak into existence your goddesshood? Speak into existence your goodness? Like what?
I need a oracle as a devotee. If people know that I am listening to their prayers, they can seek you out to have prophecies ordained by me. We can work together. And that will also assure that you know that I am not getting into anything nefarious.
Mhm. And why do you want the same domains that you once had? Like what if we found you a niche that wasn't taken?
Intrinsically, I was formed as a goddess of fate. And then I had other parts of me: war, fertility, death. These are part of who I am. It would be very difficult to change those parts, but fundamentally, I cannot change being a goddess of fate if I am to ascend.
Right.
Imagine trying to turn fundamentally a fire god into a water god.
I mean, you turned yourself from a goddess to a devil.
That was because when I formed, I was a goddess of death already, goddess of the underworld. So I already had part of me elements of evil, if that makes sense, elements of the underworld itself. And I shepherded and guided souls away from that gray wasteland, because that was where all souls would start to go to. And then I guided them away safely.
I mean, even even if I were considering your thing, this is a commitment. Like this isn't, oh, I need you for a little while. This is committing the rest of my life, and I'm going to assume if you need me to establish, a whole ass religion, that it's going to be a longer than average life to you.
Whether it is on Telos or on another world. If you can help me on Telos, maybe 10 years, maybe longer if needed.
You think a
But
whole religion can be established in 10 years?
you'd be surprised what upstarts have been able to come and start a religion in less than a year.
She is right there. I've got some experience with that.
Again, Telos, I feel, is off the table. The gods are not going to be on board with that. And
They
whether
weren't on board with the Seldar, and yet that empress was able to do it.
again, she believed in that. She believed strongly in that. I have read the book that Zanny's ancestor wrote about their time together. That girl believed more than I have believed in anything. And I have just met you. And you have not shown me that depth of loyalty, something that would give me that depth of loyalty.
Because of the circumstances. This is our first and potentially many meetings to come. But you have a choice to make. And with that, I can tell you this. I just want to survive. I want to live and help my devotees. I want to be loved again. That is my intention. And why I said and why I've always focused on intention. Because intent matters. Now, you don't know me. That's true. But we can learn more about each other. You can learn more about me because now is the time that you are powerful enough to be able to do so. Whether it is just on your own as we learn more about each other over the next few months, or over spans of years and decades on other worlds. Because I saw something in you, in your futures, as well as in you when I first met you. There's a small part of you that looks at the sky and thinks, the night sky, and thinks about those other stars and worlds. Imagine it. Uncharted territory for you. Unbound by the 16. Yes, there are other gods and other goddesses and pantheons we have to worry about. But with your oracular powers, we can create something together. Goddess is asking you for help to reconstitute herself. How many people can say they ever had that chance, that offer to them?
You are trying to speak to an ego I don't have.
I'm trying to appeal to something good in you, Chance.
Look, I empathize with your plight. And if we had met on under other circumstances, or you had brought this to me as an idea earlier, I would be intrigued. I am intrigued at the idea of finding you a new place.
I couldn't bring it to you earlier because it would not have been allowed. If I brought it to you 3 years ago, the archdukes and other devils would have hunted me down with more fervor. If I brought it to you at the beginning of your story, at the beginning of your travels, you wouldn't have believed me as well as how you would have been scared off by it and your path would have changed. And you may not be the person you are today. You had to go through all this. The variables point at it, that the best version of you comes through the struggle and conflict you've endured. Because you can appreciate the pain and suffering more from others. And I am asking you as a goddess that does not want to be a fiend anymore, please bargain with me. Help me ascend again.
Here's what I can do. There are certain bargains that I cannot make with you. One, going back to intention. You want to help the people. You want people to love you. Do you need to be a goddess?
Yes.
Your why?
Because that is who I am.
What if you were adjacent? What if you were a celestial being with much of the same powers working under the 16 god of fate?
I've tried that before, not with 16. With other worlds, I tried to reseed myself in there. They always turn on me.
I mean,
And
I
they
don't
always end up trying to absorb me. Even as a celestial, it always happens. They always want to take my power into theirs. They cannot suffer another fate deity or celestial among with them.
but you haven't
Sounds like
spoken to the one here.
Azrael, do you say something to Chance's mind?
yeah. I say that sounds like she's the common denominator here.
Yeah.
If she keeps getting kicked out of pantheons.
Yeah.
So you want me to go and beg to the god of fate, your god of fate himself. They don't have name. They really are losing their names. You're the fate god of Telos, and try to see if I may be given amnesty, safety as a celestial of him.
I'm saying that that could be a potential option. Yes. More so than becoming a new, if you do become a new, if I tried, which again, not going to, but if I tried to siege you on Telos, the 16 would not, you would more likely to be hunted down for that. As it is, they have a tenuous truce with the other pantheon. You would have to get that same truce from them to have your own pantheon. Would you build a pantheon? Would it just be you? Would you just be a goddess on your own?
Yes, I would just be a goddess of fate. Maybe I will have children of my own and create a pantheon, but right now I just want to focus on my survival and have it being loved once more as a goddess. Now, if you're going to say a celestial, perhaps. I still think that the 16 would say no, though. They are very tenuous. As you just said, they have a tenuous relationship with the Seldar. They don't want any gods or goddesses coming into their world. They have been actively watching the borders of their space and of the
Exactly.
different realms. It is incredibly difficult to even project myself into Telos. But if I do so, will you bargain then with the 16 to make me a celestial as an option?
I would be willing to speak on your behalf with that 16, yes. However, now here's the part where I keep telling you that you should have come to me, whether it was 3 years ago when you met me at the train station or even a couple of months ago. You know that I've been looking for you. I can't believe that you missed all of the many times we've said your name or the bit of it that we have.
You think I can freely move in and project myself into Telos? You'd be
No,
wrong.
no, I don't think you can freely project yourself into Telos, but I was told that there was a presence when we said your name, sensors of some sort.
Yes, as I was trying, but I can't because of the divine gate, because the 16, because I am being hunted even on both sides. Devils want my power. The 16 want me out of Telos.
Yeah, again,
And
I'm not
I can't predict things as I normally would because You have an oracle among you, and you are a seer. Your powers act as blockers for me not to be able to fully see you and to calculate when to manifest.
Yes. Well, okay. So, fine. Regardless, the point is, I'm afraid that you have missed your window. Because I have been looking for you. I have been trying to have this conversation for months. And when it did not happen, I found somebody else to get me here.
Who have you
So
bought?
there, my ancestor offered me a path to get here, to speak with you.
And what did he promise you?
He promised that he would get me here and that when we give you to him, he will give me my parents.
So he basically bargained nothing with you just to
Yeah.
get here.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. You could have done this at any point, and I would have been more open to it.
Look, it is not yet written. It is not yet. Things can be undone. Time, like sin, can be undone. It is not too late, Chance. If you bargain with me, we can use your time magic together. Project your mind, everything you've experienced right now, backward in time, before you even went to the Nine Hells. You will never have bargained with him. None of this would ever happened. It will spend a lot of my power. I may have to go into hiding for a bit. Or potentially see if I can have someone advocate for me. But this can be undone.
I don't know that I have confidence in that. You were just talking about how you can't even project.
I cannot project myself. But I can use your power, your magic of chronomancy, and just push everything that we talked about into your mind so that you saw it as a vision before you even left to go to the Nine Hells. And I'll give you your parents' souls. After that, so that if you decide you want to meet with Mammon, you can bargain for something else.
Oh, I've already bargained for something else if you don't have my parents' souls.
I do have your parents' souls. I'm willing to give them to you, and you will not have to be obliged to bargain with Mammon.
Does time even work the same here? From what I understand, right here in the Hells is both the past and the future. Can we even do time magic that would affect, or is that contract already? That contract exists in the past and the future. Even if I go temporally back in time in Telos, is it really back in time in the infinite? Like I've heard stories about, you know, the contracts and the what's it called? The Pact Primeval. I feel like there's nothing you can do to make that not have happened.
There's still a spark of goddess in me. I can make it happen. All you have to do is trust me. As hard of a ask that is, that's all it takes is trust.
Mm-hmm. Again, you really should have done your research on me.
Kind of difficult with all that has been happening. You act like it is such a simple thing for me. The alternative is you have to fight me and try to seal me to Mammon. Is that what you want?
Is that what I want? No. She just kind of like looks out of the side of her eyes. She looks at Erlon and Azriel, who are probably both like drooling to fight.
I don't know what so let's pause right there and see what's everyone's reaction, thoughts, and feelings, especially as they're communicating telepathically. Let's start in order of the numbers. So Zanny, you're first. What is Zanny's thoughts or anything that she's sending telepathically? Let me rephrase that. What is Zanny feeling? And is she saying anything telepathically?
She's keeping her opinions to herself, but on a visual glance, she's not great at hiding things. Her oracular eye is twitching, and she's never been more coiled up like a snake than she is right now.
Okay. Number
She wants
two.
nothing more than to have an excuse to end this thing's life.
Okay. End this thing. This devil. Okay. Erlon. What is Erlon feeling? And is he mentioning anything telepathically?
Basically exactly what Chance said. Like, can't wait to get the go ahead. Like, honestly.
Okay. Let's go to number three. Is Alice. What is Alice feeling? And is she mentioning anything through the telepathic bond?
No, Alice is really just watching this merry-go-round of a conversation going on. She has thought multiple times, like, why would we ever condone this girl to the 16? Like, let's just take her somewhere else and drop her off. But she'll fight if she's ready to fight. Mostly she's like, this is way more boring than I thought it would be. Also, we're in hell and it's really hot and I want to go home.
Yeah.
She's fixing her hair. It's really humid.
It's really cute. It's not cute. Well, I don't think it'd be humid, just freezing up because of the heat. Like,
Yeah, probably.
because the humidity is like water. There's no water here. It's all blood and lava.
Very dry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
but
and
there's water and blood.
well,
That's true.
and lava is going
Oh,
to
yeah.
cause superheated air, which is going to cause static electricity all over the place.
That
So
there. Okay.
All
I
the British people being like, but it's a dry heat.
It's
that lava is liquid.
the lava is liquid. Okay. All right. Lance. Is Lance thinking? What is Lance feeling, and or is he projecting any thoughts?
Lance is just in his head. He's thinking, and then everybody probably hear it be like, "Chance, you can't make a pact with her, because it will automatically trigger that you die and he gets your soul. So if this is something you do, somebody else has to make the pact on your behalf."
Okay. Chance, do you react to that? What Lance just said?
That's what I'm trying to figure out with this whole time travel thing.
Well, you would, if you make a pact with her, your soul's automatically forfeit, and that would, before her pact would take effect. So as soon as you sign the pact with the agreement to make this, your soul would be forfeit.
I did.
The way
I
the
didn't.
contract's written.
No, because I didn't. It doesn't forbid making other pacts. It forbids not capturing her and taking my parents.
It if I remember correctly from last week, it forbids you from making a pact to get out of this pact. So somebody else has to make this pact on your behalf for
That's
this to work.
Yes, I'm not even saying I'm making a pact. I'm just
I know. I'm just Lance is just saying.
Yeah,
Just
doesn't as an
don't
option.
don't say you'll make a deal because you can't make the deal. If there's a deal to be had, somebody else has to do the deal for you with this.
although also I signed it on behalf of the Crimson Peacekeepers, even though my soul's the only one that's not
We
on the line.
actually
But
can make deals with her because the wording in there was very vague and it only says you can't make deals to get out of it.
Yeah, I will say, just as a DM, other people can bargain with her, yes, but Chance's soul is on the line.
Right.
Awesome.
Yours
So
is
that's
the only
Lance.
one tied to it, but you would fail automatically if you made this deal. But if somebody else made the deal and it works the way she says, then maybe you can get out of it. But it's your
Right.
soul that's a gamble doing that.
right,
Awesome.
yeah.
Azriel, what's Azriel feeling and or projecting in his thoughts?
I know you said probably drooling for the go ahead to go into combat, but for once he's actually not. He really has mixed feelings about her.
Okay. Mixed feelings.
Yeah. She's got like an understandable story and everything, and to him even feels a little relatable, but it's like not like just enough there that he's like, I'm not sure about her.
Yeah. And Chance, what is Chance feeling? Let's start with that first before I ask this second question. What is Chance feeling?
She's feeling frustrated.
All right. And what is she asking or saying anything else with the mind, with the telepathy?
Oh, just sort of generally, hmm. I don't, I don't support her, but I also, it was never my intent going into this, even when I thought she took my parents and I'm still not happy about this, regardless of her being like, I didn't do it. But I I didn't like that the god chains are going to put her under his control for eternity. I just wanted to punish her for a couple hundred years.
Yeah.
So
I get
Or
that.
Zanny, what were you about to say?
No, just I get that.
Okay. Just want to make sure because I know sometimes there's like
It's
delays and anything. Just want to make sure no one like
yeah.
everyone has a
Just
chance
that
to talk.
it's not our. I, personally, considering the cosmic circumstance of things, I consider yourself lucky you get to deal the punishment. Because in a different set of circumstances, you wouldn't even be here.
mm,
We don't. Maybe we don't get to set the duration, but at least you get to do the thing. At least you get to do it with your own hands and look her in the eye when you do it, and she knows it was
but
you.
but that's just it. I don't even know if that's what I want. Um, but I'm not going to just set her loose on the world. Um, I
Yeah,
mean,
I can't abide that
if
one.
if 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 fate would take her as a apprentice or whatever, I feel like that's the best solution. She gets a small amount of power. She gets to work with the domains that are part of her, and fate gets to watch her and make sure she doesn't fuck it up.
Yeah.
What if you I mean did both? What if you punished her but still found a path for her and something like that? You know, like you could bargain with her to where she has to earn her place as a goddess of fate again, but like really, really work for it. She has to start out as a mortal or something and earn her way into an afterlife she deserves and work her way up, maybe up, like you said, apprenticing under fate. And
Yeah.
I don't know
I
if
mean,
she earns it. What if she works her way towards a multiverse or whatever that fits her?
that's kind of what I was thinking. Um,
I don't know. Normally, I'd go the violence route and just punish her full force. But I mean, I can't help but relate to her. I was shunned and hated for my other underworldly, necromantic, demonic attributes.
but I'm also, well, I'm frightened to back out of what I've already signed.
That's true.
I'm not happy with what I signed, but
And she still said just enough things that make me not trust her.
oh yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
not
she sounds selfish, not, I mean, just doing this for your survival or to be loved. I mean, how many fucked up things have people done just to survive or be loved?
I'm not becoming
know.
her unspoken devotee and starting a cult.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
that one's off the table. If she wants to work under fate, I will be happy to put in a good word for her to work up and not be murdered. But I don't know how I don't know how we're getting out of god chains. I mean, unless DM, what do we know? Like, what do we know about god chains? Like, is there any chance that she could at some point escape, or that the gods could help her escape once she is trapped, as it were?
No. You don't know much about them because they are not inherently from Telos or used on Telos. But
Mhm.
from what you understand from Mammon, he said eternity. So once you chain her, she'll be dragged down into his realm, his Minaris, and he can do with her whatever he wants. He can take all of her power, torture her, consume her, and obliterate her identity. It is not something that a god, basically a god or a sliver, would have to basically storm or challenge Mammon or bargain for her soul with Mammon.
All right. All right. Um,
And Chance, I'm going to give you 2 minutes if you want to think about it for a moment, like condensing time. But then I need a decision in this moment because things are going to happen.
all right, guys. What do we collectively want to do? I'm going to give you the two options. One, we just ignore what she just said. We just do this and condemn her to either being eaten by Mammon and making him more powerful, or an eternity of torture. Or we risk my soul and try to find a path under fate for her redemption and, minor punishment.
Well, what about that path would specifically risk your soul? So we can, find a way to avoid that.
The potentially breaking this contract we have with Maban.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not sure, then you got to come back to hell, fight him, get my soul back or something. I don't know exactly how that would work. It
I
would be
mean,
bad.
we'd do it, but we'd better not to go down
Yeah.
that route.
I mean, yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
a pain in the ass, but we do
It,
it.
it's a risk. It's also not a guarantee, but also I don't like risking my soul, because it's
Yeah.
my soul.
I mean, you are smart with contracting with devils. You might be able to find a way to bargain both sides legally. I don't know.
You hear the flapping of wings as Talia is starting to approach. Seeing you guys stand there and you not fighting her, Chance. Chance, what are you deciding?
Oh,
Chance.
did everybody didn't
I'll-
finish talking?
Okay, go ahead.
I'll
The
back you.
timer
I-
is going.
All
Go
I
ahead,
have to
Danny.
say is, I'll back your play. I find her fundamentally disgusting, and I wish to remove her from this entire plane of existence.
So you're voting Maman.
100%. But I will back you however you play it.
It is your
Down for either way, and I can be the one to make the bargain if needed as well, so that since you can't do it.
All right. I am going to turn to Talia and I'm going to be like, we have 9 days.
You have 9 days, Chance, but what are you planning or trying to do right now?
I'm trying to find out the truth.
Truth or not, you know what must be done.
Go wait your
I
fucking
do.
business, devil. We have 9 days. Give her 9 days. Go fucking wait your turn. I literally
Send a
point off into the
message.
Wild Wander.
You can send a message that the information that we did get, she doesn't change anything that may have happened, but she was not the one that stole my parents. Apparently, that was envy. You know, if you want to start a war or something.
You see her kind of like look and then start muttering to herself, casting Ascending. Alani looks at you and takes a step forward. They don't want us to bargain. And it's very likely they probably will be sending reinforcements either from Mamon's circle or Tiamat's circle here. We don't have a lot of time. Can we bargain?
I can make no bargain with you. Someone else here can. It's going to be less than what you want.
I wanted
but I am willing to help.
You see her kind of like look very frustrated. All
it
right.
can be not this.
In exchange for your parents' lives and you speaking with fate on my behalf, I can project. If you don't want your mind, I still will need your powers, but I can project onto someone else's mind backwards in time. So she looks at the rest of the group. Do we have a who will step forward for this bargain?
In his head, Lance asks, "So yes."
I mean, if you've already bargained, I could. You've already bargained with Maman. I haven't yet, but I mean, it's
No,
up to you.
Well, it doesn't matter. My bargain with him doesn't matter.
Oh,
No, I just said, "Hey, you're gonna find out who owns this kid."
Your bargain also would never happen again. You'd have to
Right.
redo that.
Yeah. That means I get my soul coin back. If Chance is, he's asking Chance, so we're doing this, yes?
It's the path I would prefer. I am scared to death of losing my soul.
Okay, Lance raises his hand and says, "Okay, I got it. I'll do it." And he starts walking forward.
All right. As you're walking forward, Chance, roll me a D100.
Cool. Sure.
Okay. You feel the ground start to shake a little bit You're not sure if this is just like a normal tremor earthquake situation or if it's a omen of something worse. Talia frowns and looks between you, Lance, and Alani. You're making a mistake, Chance. And do you have any response to her as Alani approaches Lance and you?
I have to trust my gut.
Told you to be careful of her words. You don't listen.
I did listen.
Alani touches your let's go with your spell book. I'm trying to think what would be the best and most appropriate thing. Touches your spell book, touches Lance's forehead. Do you make this bargain with me, Lance on Black Sands?
Yep.
You see a contract forms. And well, let me priority. She wouldn't touch you yet. You say that, the contract forms. She's like, sign it. Do you just sign it?
Lance will do the cartoon bite the thumb, put the blood print on it.
And put your finger and then squiggle line, and it forms Lance L. Black Sands. Alani pulls out a pen and fancifully writes her name swiftly. And then she looks at Chance and is like, don't resist. Touches your spell book, touches Lance's mind. Chance, do you resist?
No.
Okay. Lance, do you resist?
No.
All right. Pulling the power from Chance. Chance, you feel almost like your very soul is being pulled out, your spirit, as she's grabbing and seizing control of your magic, your power of fate, and your magic of chronomancy. Grabbing hold of them, pulling at it, and using it as a resource. Using your spell slots, using all of your magic and all of your power as a seer. Taking that for herself, using that in this moment as she's casting it into Lance. Lance, you are impacted and your mind is pushed backwards for a moment. Roll an insight check. Okay. Something doesn't feel right to you, Lance, but you're not sure. In this moment, your mind is projected backwards as she uses the seer ability and the time magic that you have. We go back in time to before you guys even made the trip. It is the morning of the 25th of Seeds. All of you have gotten up and are getting ready to go see Talia at the Jazine mansion. Lance, you're usually the first one who wakes up along with Zanny, and you have a very vivid dream. And I need you now to make both an intelligence saving throw and a wisdom saving throw to see if your mind is strong enough to keep it. A 30 and a 26. Yep, that does it. You wake up and you are almost not sure if that's what is going to happen in the future. But you almost have like a memory / vision of everything that is about to happen for the day. What is Lance doing?
He sits there for a second and goes, Well, shit, that's not good. Zanny should be up. And he knows she's like right next door, so he's like gets up immediately, walks over and pounds on her door. Zanny, Zanny, Zanny. Zanny.
So Zanny opens the door. What? You're up early.
How do I say this politely? I had a vision, and we need to go do. We're gonna get backed into a corner if we go down there right now. But actually, if we do it the way we were planning on doing it.
You ain't an oracle too or something, are you, Lance? You been holding out?
No. I remember everything, right, DM?
Yep. I'm just adjusting my.
No, we're in an alternate timeline. We went down there and already did this, and we made a deal with Maman, and then we went and made a deal with. Can I say her name?
You try to say her name and it doesn't. You don't remember it.
Made a name with the hot chick who's been hunting down Chance. And
the one that was in my dreams.
Yeah, I got Whoomp back here in time to tell us that we made a deal with her that we're getting Chance's parents back, but we got to go talk to Fate.
Okay.
So we're not going to the Hells today. We're going to go. I think we need to go talk to the gods.
Okay. What the fuck? Just. All right. Yeah. You get downstairs and let me grab my shit and we gotta go catch Chance up. I think. Hang on. This is probably some chronomancy shit if we already went there and it happened again. Yeah, you need to go loop in Chance Black. She knows more about chronomancy than I do. She'll be able to figure this out.
Yeah. I'll go wake Chance up. You go wake everybody else up.
Yeah.
And we'll meet downstairs. It's safer if you do that because Alice is scary in the morning and she's not going to hit you because you're short. She throws things at the door.
I'm used to seeing her naked.
Yeah, that's your problem. You deal with that.
Yeah, that's my problem. Let's go with that.
Yeah, because I believe that morning it was stated that Alice and Bruce are together. So. All right. Lance, you go over and knock on Chance's door. Chance, you're not yet an early riser for it, but
normally she's not, but I mean, she was also nervous about today, so she's probably
yeah. So halfway, or like at least in your apartment, feeling the nervousness
on that first coffee.
Yeah. So you hear a knock on your door.
She'll open it up. Hey, Lance.
Hey, so we need to talk, and I think we need to change our plans for today.
Okay. In what way?
Well, we already did it, and it didn't work out the way we wanted it to, and we made a pact with the chick you're trying to hunt down, and she whooped me back in time with your help because you couldn't make the deal. So now I know what's going on, and you're getting your parents back, but we need to go talk to Fate, not Mammon.
Okay. I'm gonna need so many more details. I'm gonna need so many more details than that.
Lance will give like the short version of we went and talked to Mammon. He said all these things. We made a deal with him, and then we went and found out she wasn't the one who killed your parents. It was other dude, and instead of Mammon trying to snatch the souls, she snatched their souls first. And she's been trying to get a hold of you, but she just wants to become a goddess again. But she's willing to go talk to Fate and see if she can like apprentice under her or something like that. But we need to talk to Fate on her behalf and try to arrange that. But if we're willing to do that, she's just going to release your parents, and we don't have to deal with Mammon at all, because he was going to bind her souls with God chains, and for all eternity under his control. And we decided that was a bad idea to give him that much power.
Wow, it's early for this. I'm gonna just. I mean, I probably do, but I'm gonna just insight Lance to see how. Okay,
Natural 20.
apparently I believe the shit out of you. All right. Yeah, that
Jesus.
sounds like me. Okay. Um.
So
It was
many
a crystal
fucking nat
clear
20s
vision.
today. Holy shit.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the nat 20s.
Like as a sidebar, I think Sandy's floating between floors just to reinforce the nat 20. Just and she's floating between floors just in that moment, and just you hear her just mutter, "Fucking chronomancy."
Yeah, you couldn't make the deal because you had made the deal with Mammon, but if you made the deal with her, you would have sacrificed your soul, or if something happened, we sacrificed your soul. But I made the deal with her on your behalf, and since my soul wasn't on the line in the contract, it didn't violate the contract technically, and now the contract never happened.
Are we sure the contract never happened?
Well, we got pushed back in time, and the contract doesn't happen for another couple hours. So I think so, but we need to go talk to Fate to confirm that and make sure that, like, if we split the timeline, that one gets deleted.
Right, right. And well, fate is also the god of time, I guess. I'm not sure that we can just. I mean, we kind of made this. You know, you make an appointment with an archdevil.
I can get us to
Canceling
where
at
the
the
gods
last.
are. Like,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
the
yeah,
easy part.
yeah. I'm just saying, canceling at the last minute is probably not great.
Actually, we have like a couple hours before we do that. So if we go to Mount Celestia now and just deal with this, we can just be done with it.
Okay. Yes. Yes. I mean, I had other things I wanted to talk to Memon about. I guess maybe we can bargain from a different perspective. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
you were going to make a bargain to get yourself and your brother and your sister and the rest of your family free
Yes.
in
Yes.
9
I
months.
would like
but
that.
Also, we can probably still do that later.
Well, assuming that he doesn't remember. Okay. Yeah. We gotta really make sure that he doesn't. That none of that really. Okay. Okay. Yep. Mount Celestia. Let me put on my clothes. 5 minutes.
Yep.
Sandy's head pokes back up. We gotta
Zanny's
check,
getting
make sure you
everybody
got a
else ready.
soul.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Can we check and see if her soul's still there?
Revenue's kid. He's the one that ferries him.
You have he's not yet there yet. But he comes during the morning, the breakfast.
But he's coming.
Yeah, he's coming.
Can we send him a message? I'll send him a quick sending and say, Revenus, I know you're on your way and you're not going to be here for a little while, but we need you here now.
What kind of emergency is this?
Chance's soul's on the line. And we need to talk to Fate in person.
Zanny throws another one out on top of that since he's standing around. Fucking chronomancy sucks. The plan changed. Hurry up.
I'll be there I'm in the middle of something. I'll be there in 30 minutes. But you're not getting a meeting with Fate. Fate is. We'll talk about it when we get there. Okay.
We know who. We've met all the slivers, right?
Yes.
Mallory.
Is it going around Revenos's back to just message the Sliver of Fate and be like, hey, can you get us a meeting with your boss now? In like an hour.
Wait, sorry, what's the ask?
No, I was saying, would it be going against... He's going to ask Zanny, would it be going against Revenos's back to message Sliver of Fate and just be like, hey, can you get us a meeting with your boss in the next hour?
A little bit. I mean, he's not our boss, but he's our supervisor, if that makes sense.
No, but we could ask her if she can come here at least and be part of this meeting.
Good call. Because then
Yeah.
everything she hears, Fate would be hearing, because Fate would probably tune in and be like, yo, what's going on down there?
All right, I'll message Mallory.
Let's fast
Heck.
forward then. You all talk to you wake up everyone. So you wake up Azriel, Erlon, and Alice, and basically let them know, like, hey, we went to the Nine Hells. We met with the Lord of Avarice, and then we also met with the Fate Devil. Lance, how much information are you telling everyone about the Fate Devil's past? Are you trying to be as forthright as possible, omit details, or being vague?
He's not intentionally omitting details, but he's giving all the highlights so that everybody knows why we came to this decision and what the plan was, but he's not going to go into every single word that was said.
Okay. So I'll just ask, before I wrote it down, Zanny and Erlon, your ideas were kill. Like, you wanted to kill her. Do either one of you object about what's going on, or are you both of you backing this play?
Well,
I'm gonna, for clarification, Lance is the only one that actually knows the events that happened. The rest of us all wake up not knowing anything, right?
Correct. But Lance
Okay.
has just told the group what has happened or will happen.
I don't think Zanny's happy with the prospect of this person at all, but she's not foaming at the mouth to murder without all of the context.
Okay. And Erlon, what's Erlon's vibe? Hearing just not all the details, but most of them.
if we did kill her, would it have been a better outcome? Do we know?
It
This is him.
would have given the Greed Devil more power, and we still this way get the same result on our end.
Gotcha. But now we have to basically do it all over again.
No,
Right.
we're going the other direction this time. We need to go talk to Fate.
And we still don't know. Well, did Lance share that he made this agreement with her? Did he share that information?
That's irrelevant because it doesn't happen.
Okay. Okay. So because we went back in time, technically the agreement that you made wasn't really made, correct?
Correct. Yes.
For sure.
And since you weren't here last week, the agreement Lance made, the side one was just he traded one soul coin for Mammon to find out who his adopted Devilkin ward, whose bloodline he was from, so that he could work with getting him freed from that bloodline.
Oh, that's why you guys were talking about that. You already made the thing with Pam. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
that was
okay.
that was the only deal he made with him.
Oh, okay. Cool.
It was just
cool.
I trade you one soul coin, you go get me the information, and have one of your little minions send me the info.
I gotcha. Okay. Well then, okay. Well, yeah. Then I guess we have a do over.
Yes, and this time instead of going to the hells, we have to go to the heavens.
I mean, we probably still have to go to the hells after this, but
Yeah.
All right.
Half hour passes. Revenos and Mallory, since sendings were sent, arrive.
Oh, Red and Az, I finished up that net I was working on just in case things go pear-shaped. Do one of you two boys want to maybe start trying to attune to that sucker?
I can do that. I would have to do it unattune from one thing. So I mean, if we're on a time crunch, it might be quicker if Erlon does it, but I can do that.
Sure. Let me see what I'm attuned to right now, and then I will let you know.
I can.
Yeah,
I
because if
can
you
do
if
it,
you would
but
have to unattune something, it's going to take just as long. So
yeah, I can put it
Yeah.
on, but it's a strength based weapon.
Oh,
I'll fucking do it. I haven't
Danny,
used this
get
Cloak
outta
of
here.
Elvenkind in forever.
you sure?
Yeah, I'm good. We haven't snuck around in the whole time that I've known you guys.
Snuck around. That's a good one.
Right? Believe it or not, I used to.
Erlon, you notice something though?
Hmm.
You still feel a little bit more dexterous.
Maybe should be the one to use it. Or no.
What was that?
Maybe I should be the one to use it.
No,
no.
I think
Well,
I think what
if
he's
it's a
saying is
str-
the
if it's
ruby
a
energy charge you
strength-based-
got.
If
Oh,
it's a
okay.
strength-based weapon, then you might as well.
Yeah, what I'm
Actually.
trying to say is that bonus that
Yeah.
that Alice gave you still is there.
Yeah, I gotcha.
All right.
Okay.
Mallory and Revenos arrive. All right. What's all this bargain souls for? I know you're going to the hells. You've already bargained it beforehand.
Yes, no, and maybe all at the same time. I need to answer your question with another question. Does she have a soul right now?
He glances at her, eyes glow for a second, then turn off. Yes.
All right. Well, if Lance isn't making it up, then you got out of it. Hell yeah.
I mean, unless it
Yes.
isn't a immediate. I mean, maybe it doesn't happen until the 9 days.
Maybe.
So Lance will give Revenos the rundown of what happened.
Okay. You give him the rundown. And Mallory's there, and the end of it, Revenos is like, "Ah, you cheeky bastards. I love it. Time travel." Mallory just glances at him. I hate it. Do you know how much trouble and how much danger this is with the Gear Volants? Oh, yeah, I can imagine they won't be happy about the space-time continuum and causality. I need to make Fate is going to have to try to make sure that they don't come to Telos.
Does Lance know what that word means?
Roll this is gonna be a very high DC. Roll an Arcana check.
Chance, give me your inspiration.
I
it
mean,
23?
yeah, it's 9:30, so sure.
All right. You rolled a 3 on the die, 31. No. This is what you know, you don't recognize it. So this sounds like it's post realmic realignment. Because you're very familiar with everything that happened before the realmic realignment. So if you don't know it, it's something new in the cosmos.
What are those things? Like Lance interrupts them talking. He's like, "What are those? Never heard of those things before."
They're creatures from similar to Inevitables. They are the successor of them. They are creatures of absolute order from the realm of Horizon. They are dangerous about the integrity of the cosmos. But either way,
Cool.
you sounds to me like you haven't made a bargain yet. I don't know. I don't obviously not devil. Sounds to me though you have not made any bargains yet, and now you want to ask fate to take in a rogue goddess into Telos.
But not as a goddess. That's the part.
Regardless, you want what I think I've been very clear, and all the teachings of the spectrum have been very clear. The 16 do not like other gods on Telos. We
That's
almost had
why-
a war the last time.
He wouldn't be a god. Did we not make that clear?
I
Yeah.
understand that. I just want to emphasize you're asking, you want Milori, who's probably right now, and yeah, look at her eyes, they're glowing. She's talking to Fate. You want a goddess to come in and just become a nice little celestial.
That is the ideal option. I told her there was no way she was becoming a goddess here. I mean, the other option is I go, maybe the rest of you help me to find her a nice little planet that doesn't have a god of fate yet and find a new home.
Or we leave her as a devil and we go back, make the other pact, let Mammon absorb a god's power, and then Mammon now has the spark of a goddess.
Spark of a god, they're not to sound mean, that's a dime a dozen. There are lots of gods that fall, and just like how there are lots of angels that fall and become archdukes or become devils. This is well, Mallory, what is Fate's initial take on this? As you can imagine, not happy about it. He is communicating with the other 16. There is no precedent on allowing another god or goddess into Telos, even for this.
Don't you just love mortal heroes? We create new
I'm
interesting
sorry, Lance.
opportunities for you to explore.
Lance, can you speak a little louder? I'm sorry.
I just kind of look at Revenos and be like, don't you just love us mortal heroes? We just create so many new opportunities and things for you guys to experience in your long, long lives.
Yeah, this was Fury all over again. All right.
Hey, we're talking one. Didn't she bring back like 10 of them?
Yes. And that nearly caused a war. And here, and Mallory interrupts. One thing I can imagine is how many gods and goddesses will come then to Telos asking for safe haven, even as a celestial. It's a bright line rule. No gods, no goddesses, no foreign gods or goddesses on Telos. If it is, though, to spurn or scorn Mammon, though, something can be done. I don't know what, but we'll see what the 16 have in mind.
Well, yes, that's what I was, like I said, I made no promises she was getting in, just that I would do my best to find a path forward that didn't involve handing her over to eternal torture or the spark of a god to Memon.
I understand. I don't really agree with it, but I understand.
I'm also a little concerned. Well, not well. Okay, I might also be concerned that these creatures with the timeline are going to come, but that also means that those creatures remember the timeline, and that's the part where I am still concerned for my soul. I don't know how the Pact Primeval works. She seemed certain that by doing time magic, we went from before, but also I had heard things where, hell is both the past and the future, and it all exists at the same time in a weird.
Yes, there's definitely paradoxal energy at play. And paradoxal is a dangerous thing, and that's why we have to be careful with any time travel. That's usually why.
If we split the timeline, can't we just like snip off the other one?
It's probability and possibility. There will always be a possible timeline. Now it's about making this the most probable timeline. That's how convergence works, is probability. Just like there's a universe where all of you have spontaneously turned into cheese.
Yeah.
That happens.
Do we
Highly
also have to
unlikely.
worry about causality?
Yes.
Because
So-
because this all started because Lance had a dream about a thing that happened. If we change it and Lance doesn't have that dream now, what happens?
Well, this is where the paradoxal energy comes in and why having oracles is a dangerous thing. And Mallory answers, it's similar to when when a seer sees the future. They see what's happening. That in and of itself can violate a principle of causality, but it is the divine power that helps push away or reintegrate the paradoxal energies.
Okay,
Think of
that part gets
paradox-
overridden by magic.
Correct. Think of paradoxal energy as entropy, as kinetic energy. It takes a god or a goddess to refocus it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that paradoxal energy creates entropy and disruption to reality.
Okay. What I got from that is the universe would self-correct in its own way.
Correct. If there is a
Okay.
god involved. Fiends cannot do it. It takes a power, literal power of a divine to try to put a band-aid and heal and soothe. Think of it like a cut. You can't heal a cut with pain. It needs healing energy.
Makes sense.
This will take time, though. Whatever we're about to discuss with the 16 will take time.
How long? Like God time or like our time?
If gods right now are not, there's only a few gods right now around Telos. The others are in different places. They're being called back to have a meeting because of fate.
Meta question. We know about the other worlds that they created, right?
I don't think so.
I didn't.
No.
It's been I thought it was mentioned that
They mentioned that there are other worlds, but not the Exodus, like the
Okay.
plan.
So wait, the Telos gods are checking out other planets? Are they like doing like a supervised gods supervision thing?
Yeah, that's technically classified, but you are heroes chosen. There are other worlds that the 16 have been preparing. Those
There's-
worlds. Go ahead, Zenny.
They're scouting other worlds in case we fuck this one up.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because the time will come when the endless war destroys this world. Whether that is the next emergence or 10 emergence later in a million years from now. Eventually the world will be destroyed. The 16 want to preserve life, all the peoples of this world, and have been preparing other worlds. But they will be back. In the meantime, you are still planning on going to the Nine Hells?
I mean, I think we have to. I think it'll be suspicious if we suddenly cancel.
Okay.
Keep appearances.
Listen to the whole speech again, make different choices.
Yeah.
Well, you have your prophecy acting as a guide, and now it seems there's more context about why it seemed so duplicitous and so able to be adapted and vague in a lot of parts. So, go forth and be safe. Be on guard when you meet with the Lord of Avarice again. Is there anything else you guys want to have with Mallory or Revenos?
I want to talk to both of them privately away from everybody else.
Okay. In like private RP or right here, right now?
I can do it right here. I want to get them away from the rest of the group and ask them something.
Okay, go ahead.
So I remember the feeling of when she used Chance's powers to push me back. I didn't want to tell this to the others, but something felt wrong about it. As I don't know if it's just because it's her powers or if it didn't actually work the way it was supposed to. Can you guys tell that?
Both of them, their eyes glow. One, Revenos's eyes are glowing green. Mallory's eyes are glowing white electrum. And they're staring at you for a time, and then they blink a few times. There's nothing wrong with you. No mark on you. So that's good. Your soul is still yours. Mallory then says, I do sense time magic at play. And perhaps you had a sense of her and what is wrong with her innately as her magic, her power went in your mind. I don't see or sense any paradoxical energy in your mind, and I don't sense anything that would tamper with your mind. You are
Gotcha.
still
so
you.
it's not like I'm holding that reality in my mind, and if we don't fulfill her into the contract, she releases it, and Chance's soul is screwed.
This is a. I'm not familiar with chronomancy and the Pact Primeval. Hasn't really been done here in Telos for a reason. Mallory is like, I don't.
You have a copy of the Pact Primeval?
No, the Pact Primeval is beyond language.
But it has rules, right? Is there like
Correct.
a guidebook?
It is. It is not a guidebook. It is literally. How do I put this in a way that would make it understand? Think like Arcana script. It is the spell that binds the lower realms and specifically the 9 hells. It is not something that is readable, only understandable.
So if I think about it long enough, especially while I'm down there, I can understand what it is, or at least understand the nuances of it.
Yes, you would have to go to down to the 9 hells and either observe the primeval as it works, or go down literally to the source and stare at it. And you are basically staring at the code of the lower realms, the part of the code of creation.
And that would probably rip me apart.
You're strong enough where it probably wouldn't destroy you outright, but you could be changed. You're not a divine element yet.
Okay. I feel like if I understood it better, I would know if what we did violated it and if we were on the hook still.
My instinct is that you may have gotten a clean break. Now, Mammon may remember. We shall see. That timeline exists. There is another timeline where you are still fighting or having to resort and fight the Fate Devil. This is, though, becoming, or you're trying to make this timeline a main timeline.
Gotcha. Okay. I just wanted to make sure we weren't like walking down there with a ticking time bomb, and as soon as we walk in to see him again, he goes, haha, and poof.
Understandable. And I think at this moment, no, you will have at least some protections.
That's all Lance had.
Great. All right, let's fast forward a little bit just because time, we only got 15 minutes left. You guys go to the Jazine estate. Talia is there. Talia plane shifts you down into the lower realms. Everyone, please roll me wisdom saving throws and have the +6 for your saves.
And we would have still done
Do we?
the
Never
hero's
mind, I don't-
piece.
Yeah, the hero's piece, because I think that wasn't that last night, Chance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to do it the night before, so I don't have to.
Lose the spell slot. Yep. So Lance 28, Erlon 16. Erlon, you have advantage, so re-roll that.
Yep, I gotcha. Thank you. To ask before I roll.
This is your brain on chronomancy. Okay.
Hey.
So I got 28 from Lance. Erlon, you got 24, 30 with the aura. Chance 32. Zanny 26. Alice 29 plus the 6 from the aura. So that's third. Oh no, with aura. Okay. And then Erlon got it. I was listening. I just saw that. And 28 with aura again for Zanny. Great. All of you succeed. None of you have any alignment changes. You return to the realm of Minaros, and it's brand new for all of you except for Lance. So all of you experience this all brand new once more. You were told about it, but the sensation is brand new again for you. Lance, with you being your second go round here, do you any comments or things that you're doing while you feel the second go round?
The floor is gold, right?
Yes.
While we're standing there and everybody's looking around like, ooh, Lance is gonna rub the ground with his boot to see if this is actually gold or if it's just gold plated.
No, pure gold.
Okay. He's just trying to see, like, is this just for show and you rub it and underneath is just, black death brimstone or whatever, and it's just a thin veil to impress people.
Yeah, but seems real gold.
Gotcha.
You all go to follow Talia to the office. And once more you enter, and Mammon is there. Ah, welcome. So good to see you guys again. Please have a seat. Let's make sure you get your beverages of choice. And you see your favorite drinks are brought to each and every one of you. Erlon, what's your favorite drink? Because you didn't get this last time, or you weren't here last time, player-wise. What's Erlon's favorite drink?
I mean, just a straight ale or like a mead or some sort. Like more on the, he's more on the brewski side of things. Nothing too crazy.
Nothing too crazy, just a nice simple ale.
Yeah.
An ale brewski. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. You have the drinks, and everyone is able to situate whether they're sitting or standing. Mammon just gestures. Please have a seat. Sure. We have things to discuss. Isn't that right, Scheherazade?
We do.
Great. Now, according to this, he snaps his fingers, and you see a contract forms. And Lance, you recognize it. It is the contract that Chance signed. And you see right there, it shows a faint imprint of Chance's name on it. Not like it's there and it's not there. I thought I made it clear the first time in the other timeline, that we were not supposed to have any dealings to try to get out of contracts. Seems that any dealings I deal with you, Scheherazade, I need to also then bind your friends going forward in the future.
I have no memory of this.
Of course, of course. Well, I'm happy that we're able to meet. Are you planning on trying to save the fake devil's soul, or do you want to help? Do you need help to try to seal her and bind her?
Well, I think we'd like to talk to her and find out what she has to say.
All right. Well, you could definitely do so. I'm not holding you hostage here. You guys, you have all the freedom that the 16 have given you. Go ahead, try to find her again. Understand, I'll have my agents also looking for her at the same time then.
I do have information that you might be interested in. Maybe you already know if you remember yesterday, today, tomorrow.
Information, vague information. What kind of information do you think you that I'd be interested in?
Who might be responsible for all of this to begin with?
I already know who's responsible.
Yes.
Yes. Is there something
And
else you would be willing to you want to share, either freely or bargain for?
just now curious if we have the same information.
Well, I really would like to share it with you, but I am obligated by the rules of hell that I have to negotiate or work through it together. A bargain, as you know.
You're not allowed to just talk.
Information is valuable, Chance. Information is a commodity.
Right, but I'm not looking for information from you. I'm
Yeah.
looking to see whether the information that I have is valuable to you. So really, you're just eliminating whether the information I have is worth bargaining for. I'm not going to do anything with the information that you give me.
I understand. I'm a little, though, hurt that we made a deal before, and or not you, but Lance over here bargained out of it by dealing with some type of time magic. So forgive me if I'm a little turned off with bargains with you, at least right now.
Mhm.
At least for information, though. If you have other things to bargain, I'd be happy to do so.
I mean, I know what you want from me. I have that to bargain. But what do you have to give?
What do you think I want from you?
You created me with oracle powers.
Yes.
You do you want my cooperation in that? Or are you just going to take it?
Well, I would like cooperation. But I think, well, it's up to you if we want to bargain right now about this or if you want to bargain at a later date. Because it looks to me, he gestures to the contract, that you wanted to bargain at a later date and resolve this whole fate devil situation.
I can't be certain. I don't have any knowledge but secondhand from you and or Lance to say one way or another.
Yes, and I would like to bargain with you fairly. He smiles. I genuinely would like to make sure that we can work together. But I think that this fate devil, it takes priority right now. After it's all been resolved, we can circle back to you and I. The one-on-one bargains that we need. And in fact, for all of you, I know this may be a little bit jarring. We had a conversation. We had a great conversation, all of us, last time. But then time got undone. So I just want to help as much as I can, but I am bound by the Pact Primeval. I have to do what I have to do. Otherwise, if it's not me, we would have envy or wrath or lust running amok in the world.
I do say that they would like that. Yes, I'm pretty sure they would like to take over for you.
Yes, and how terrible would the world or the balance, how devastating would it be to the balance of things?
For a different one of you, I'm not sure that the balance would change as long as it was the same amount of you-ness.
Yes. Well, do any of you have any questions? Anything I can help with at the moment?
Did we happen to have a conversation about something?
In a timeline, we did. In another timeline.
Hmm.
And I'm sure that timeline, we'll see if that timeline proves to be more probable or not in the grand scheme of things.
Interesting. Don't know what possessed me to do that.
I would imagine friendship, you being here in solidarity together. Because heroes, you type of heroes, are a dying breed. Heroes that have impeccable virtues and are able to come down to the nine hells. It's a rare thing, happening less and less. I miss those days when more heroes would come forward. Oh well. It was good talking to all of you then again. Or for some of you, maybe the first time. For me, an echo of a second time. I look forward to seeing how all of you grow and prosper. Anything, Chance, you want to say before you guys are dismissed?
Just you're not going to try to sell us on making a pact with you?
If you want to. I'm never going to force you guys into a pact.
Yeah, you wouldn't force, but selling does seem to be your brand.
Well, do you want me to make offers? I can. I didn't want to offend or be presumptuous. You guys know how it is always with devils. It's like, oh, we come here, they want us to, it's like car salesmen. They're just going to want to sell, sell, sell. Okay, I'm offering you something different. You can come in here, have a conversation, and leave without feeling pressure. But if you do want a bargain, I'd be happy to give you one. And right there, we'll end the session and see what happens next time. If there is any bargain that can be struck with Mammon, and we'll see what the 16 decide to do with Alani. So, fun times ahead. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for another fun session. I'll see all of y'all next week. So, take care. Bye for now.
See you guys.
And I